must eat it and say teşekkür ederim benim güzel abim, çok teşekkür ederim, Allah razı olsun. You must say that, otherwise he will give you one, he'll punch you, you know. خلي بالك, take care. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So over the past few days I've been getting a lot of questions about life in Turkey, pros and cons, etc. I've decided to address many of these aspects in today's episode of my first series titled Life in Turkey. It's hard enough talking to the camera as it is, so this is an interview style vlog with Ahmed as my interviewer and I the interviewee. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. I hope you all find it beneficial and entertaining, inshallah. So here are a couple of things that I wish I knew before coming to Turkey. Okay. You ask me questions. You ask me questions. You're the interviewer, I'm the interviewee. Okay?
Okay. Would you like your education to be... Would you like to have education here?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. Would you like to have... Or would you... I think your question is better when it's phrased, would you like to continue your education in Turkey, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, education in Turkey. I don't know, it's a very kind of big topic. I think especially coming from Malaysia, you know, when the system in Malaysia is completely different and you have a completely different system in Turkey. So education in Turkey, if you are planning to come to Turkey to study in the language that you are accustomed to other than Turkish, so you are coming to Turkey thinking of studying, for example, continuing education in the English language or the Arabic language, I feel personally, I mean I've not done really extensive research, but to a certain degree, I feel that it will really limit your opportunities because Turkey is I'd say a pretty wealthy country. It's quite a rich country and many facilities can be provided. You have multiple different kinds of programs, different opportunities, but many of these opportunities are catered to a student when he or she is proficient in the Turkish language. So I think that coming here to Turkey as a student who wants to further his education in university, high school, etc., PhD, doctorate, I think learning the Turkish language should be among your utmost and top priorities because not knowing the Turkish language is an incredibly limiting factor. Okay, ask me another question.
Would you like to have a farmhouse in Turkey?
Of course I'd love to have a farmhouse in Turkey. Have you even seen the landscape? Who would like to have a farmhouse in Turkey? What kind of a question is this, yeah? Turkey is a very, very beautiful country and its landscape is just so inviting. Its landscape, its beautiful mountains, is extremely the extremely pleasant weather and the beautiful seas. In every corner that you turn, there's an ocean, there's a sea, or there's a river, or there's a lake. Turkey is, mashallah, a country with a plentiful resource of water. It has waters flowing in every canal, in every stream. Mashallah, it has really like a good water source, which I think is important. I mean, I don't think it's quite obviously important when you want to farm, when you want to have animals, when you want to grow crops. It's just a very inviting place to have a farmhouse and, you know, to raise cattle, to raise sheep, or do whatever your heart desires. However, I must say, okay, I'm having a kind of inner conflict as to whether farming in a seasonal country is better or is worse than farming in a tropical country. And let me put your thoughts below in the comment section. Anyways, yeah, I mean, it's really, you know, because when you have different seasons in the year, it takes a lot of preparation. It's not like, okay, winter is coming, khalas, let's wait for the sky to grey and for the snowflakes to fall. No, there's a lot of preparation that goes to it. So say for instance, to make it easier for you to digest it, to understand, imagine that you have a chicken coop, okay, or a house for chickens. In the summer, it's okay, you can leave some wind circulation, some ventilation for them to breathe a little bit. But once the winter comes, you have to, you know, beef up the insulation around your chicken coop. You have to make sure that the water doesn't freeze when you keep it outside for them to drink from it. And all these things go into consideration when you are having a farm or when you are rearing animals and having plantation in a seasonal country. Is it even recording?
Is it recording? What do you think about foundation in Turkey?
What kind of foundation? A mosque foundation?
No, like I mean...
Building foundation? No. Iman foundation? What kind of foundation?
Like, you mean the university?
You mean education?
Foundation? Yeah.
You mean like hazırlık? You know, coming from Malaysia, that's actually a good question. Coming from Malaysia, you know, when you hear the word foundation or matriculation, it's often associated with, you know, a program that will sort of prep you for the subjects that you are willing to take in your bachelor's degree. But based on what I found here in Turkey, I may be wrong, but the idea of hazırlık, as they call it, the idea of foundation and the idea of hazırlık here is quite different. So based on what I know, So when they say hazırlık for a foreign or international student, it's usually a year of a language course that you take in order to prepare you for your degree. So, okay, let's give an example. You have just finished your high school, you have your high school diploma, and you have come here to Turkey to further your education in university. So, say you want to take your degree in 30% English and 70% Turkish. What's going to happen is that they will test your Turkish language and your English language. Say you aren't, apt, you're not apt enough, or you're not well equipped with the English or the Turkish language to do your degree, then you will do a 1 year preparation course, okay? A 1 year preparation course which will prepare you for your degree that you're about to do. And this is called hazırlık, or what we know in Malaysia and maybe some other parts of the world as foundation. And yeah, another question.
Do you like Turkey more or Malaysia? Malaysia.
This is a very hard question. I've been asked so many times. Whenever I go back to Malaysia, I always have, these uncles who ask me, "Oh, so you coming from which country?" Then I tell them, I'm coming from Turkey. "Oh, okay, wow, okay. Which one you like more? Turkey or Malaysia?" Malaysia super nice. Which one you like more? Malaysia or Turkey? So whenever they ask me these kind of questions, I usually say, and it depends. It's really a very hard question because whenever you go, there will be compromises. In Malaysia, it's not like you have everything, and in Turkey, it's not like you have everything. So, okay, when we're talking about food, which place do I like more? I'd say at the moment it's hard to tell because for the first 2 years, I felt like Turkish food was a letdown. Like my personal opinion, I felt like Turkish food was a real letdown. I just felt that they really relied on the originality of their products, of their vegetables, of their meat, to flavor the food. But the seasoning was just not adequate. That's how I felt. But then now, almost nearly 2 years in, I'm finally starting to find the good places, and who knows, maybe in a span of 5 months I might change my entire opinion. I might change my outlook on Turkish food and cuisine as a whole. But till now, yeah, highly, and I think that food in Malaysia rocks. Nothing compares with the variety there. Nothing compares with the roti canai and the teh tarik every morning. Nothing compares with the dal. Nothing compares with the nasi lemak ayam. Nothing compares with the nasi goreng, what's it called, nasi goreng pattaya. Nothing compares with the chendol. Nothing compares with. You guys have a haven. You get me, like Jannah, food Jannah. Then you should always, every morning when you wake up for Salat al-Fajr, pray your Salat al-Fajr and say, Ya Allah, thank you, Alhamdulillah, I have all kinds of different varieties of food. And here in Turkey, you might find different varieties of food if you were very mobile, if you had a car, which we'll get to. Cars here are insane, like super expensive. But I think that you just can't compete with Malaysia. Malaysia is on a whole different level, alhamdulillah. And this concludes our podcast, the Ahmed and Majid podcast. Stay tuned, and Muhammad, of course. Ahmed, Majid, and Muhammad podcast. Stay tuned for more to come, inshallah, in the near future. And have an awesome, blessed, beautiful